Fox News, Newsmax, One America, Rudy Giuliani, Sidney Powell, Mike Lindell, all of these entities have one thing in common. They've all been sued by Dominion and Smart Matic. Now, all of these folks and these networks, the networks mostly through having these folks on, spread lies about these voting machine companies following the 2020 election. Now, there's one person missing from that list that is equally as guilty, in my opinion. And my opinion is based on literally the things that they have said. And that person happens to be Donald Trump. Which brings us to the final question of our Q&A session for this Thanksgiving week. This one is from Anna Alta 5774, who asks, why hasn't Dominion sued Trump yet? I don't have an answer for that, unfortunately. But I would like an answer. Donald Trump, and this is all verifiable. You can go back through posts that he put on social media. You can see what he said in interviews and in speeches. He, by name, attacked Dominion. May have also for Smartmatic. I'm not 100% on that, but I know for a fact he mentioned Dominion. He mentioned the voting machines, and he mentioned the voting machine software, which, of course, that was Smartmatic. So he has said the same things that Sidney Powell said. He said the same things Giuliani did, that Mike Lindell did, that Fox said, that Newsmax and One America said. He made the same claims. So why is it that Dominion decided we're not going to sue him? We're going to sue everybody else, but we're not going to take him on. I mean, he's literally the one person out of the people you're suing that actually has the money to pay out $1 billion settlement, right? I mean, that kind of seemed like a slam dunk. So my only theory about this is that Dominion didn't sue Donald Trump because that's the former president of the United States. It's not like suing, the MyPillow guy. It's not like suing former has-been Rudy Giuliani. You're talking about a guy that still holds substantial sway over millions of people in this country. He's still, even after he left office, even after being impeached again, was sitting at the top of the Republican Party, wielding all the power, even though he didn't really have it. That's a big risk. Not necessarily legally speaking with risk, but, personally with risk. That's going to bring a hell of a lot more publicity to your company than you could have ever imagined. Not to mention the fact that your company still relies on contracts with states. So if you sue the guy that is still popular with a lot of Republicans, and then you have a Republican-controlled state making a decision about the next election, like, well, what company are we going to use? Well, let's not use the company that sued the guy that we love, right? That makes sense. And I don't think Dominion or Smartmatic wanted to take that risk. I mean, look, we got a lot of states controlled by Republicans who still love Donald Trump. They're not going to hire any company to run their statewide elections that has drawn the ire of Donald Trump. But then again, they probably already weren't going to do it anyway, so why not sue him to recoup the losses from these other Republicans who are now vowing we're never going to use you again? It doesn't make complete sense to me, but I guess there are avenues where I see where, okay, I get why they probably wouldn't. But again, I don't know for sure, but I also would love to have an answer to that question. Hey everyone, this is Aspen. And did you know that for the low cost of $0 per day, you can subscribe to the Fair and Balanced YouTube channel? We also encourage you to like, comment, and share, but again, click that subscribe button and help Aspen not be so grumpy.